Hello and welcome to How to Helen, where you learn something different every day. Today I learned that this 2010 Mercedes ML350 has two batteries. One is the regular size car battery and one is the auxiliary battery. This battery is in charge of controlling most of your electronics in case your regular car battery dies. And one of those is the transmission module because the transmission on this is electronic and not mechanical. So today we will be replacing the auxiliary battery for this 2010 Mercedes ML350. The location for both batteries for this vehicle is underneath the passenger seat. Now, because the main battery is blocking the small battery, we have to remove the bigger battery first. The car's owner already started removing the air duct and the battery protective cover, so we're going to continue from there. The battery is held down by a base holder, and the base holder has two 13mm nuts. So use a 13mm socket, extension, and wrench to remove them. Now try to reach the nut and the base holder with the long nose. Pull out the exhaust port from the battery. Next, let's remove the negative battery terminal. It is a 10mm nut, so use a 10mm socket or wrench to remove it. Then over by the top is the positive terminal. If you can, move the battery towards you so you can have better access. Move the carpet out of the way if you can. Then remove the battery cover and take out the 10mm nut or loosen it so you can remove the battery terminal. Now wiggle out the positive battery terminal. Okay, with the battery terminals out of the way and the plastic holder is removed, or the battery holder is removed, pull out the battery. Alright, I'm gonna need space for this. I gotta move you. As the battery is very heavy.
A few moments later.
One more time. Okay, be careful.
Yes! Yes!
Okay. Okay, let me bring you closer. As the battery that we are replacing is hiding on the right side There is your old battery. So you have to pull this down to release the battery. Then slide it out of its location. Alright, the positive terminal came off by accident. And there's your old battery. But make sure you remove the negative connector first before removing the positive connector. When I pulled it out, it took out the positive by accident. So let's get the new one. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the old auxiliary battery and the new auxiliary battery. So the reason that this vehicle started having problems is some soda got spilled inside the cabin. And as you can see, some soda residue is still in here. And it's very sticky. Yuck. So let's put in the new battery. Make sure to connect the positive terminal to the positive connector. Now let's remove the terminal covers. Install the positive connector first. Next, install the negative connector. Slide the battery into its designated location. Bend the battery holder back in position. Now let's put in the bigger battery. When you slide the battery in, make sure the positive post of the battery is in front or sliding in first. We do not want to connect the battery backwards. Now move the battery terminal out of the way and slide the battery back in. Be careful as we know that this battery is very heavy. Slide it in an angle and carefully push it into position. Insert the battery exhaust port. Slide in the positive battery cable. Use a 10mm socket and wrench to tighten the battery cable. Next, slide in the negative battery cable. Tighten the cable nut in the terminal with the same 10mm socket and wrench. Reinstall the positive battery terminal cover. Slide in the battery base holder. To reinstall the nut, put a tissue between the socket and the nut to prevent the nut from falling off the socket. Now insert the nut on the thread. Don't forget to pick up the tissue paper from the nut. Do the same tissue paper technique on the other nut. Don't forget to pick up the tissue paper. Reinstall the battery protector and AC air duct. And that is how to replace the auxiliary battery for this 2010 Mercedes ML350. This has been another episode of How to Helen. My name's RJeff and thank you for watching. Next, let's remove the negative battery